All right, welcome everybody to Baby Brokers to Boss Brokers. Just wanted to jump on here and share a little bit about what we're going to do, what this process is going to look like for us. So appreciate you guys jumping on here. Once again, Cale Pearson, President of B2B Transportation. A little bit about who we are as a company based in Medford, Oregon. We've been in business since February 2004, so we celebrated our 20th anniversary this year. So excited about that process and what that looks like. And one of the things that it did was encourage us to, double down, see who we're about, what that looks like, and really figure out how do we grow to that next level, and really led us to this process. So if you haven't already, do me a favor, subscribe to us on YouTube. Go over there, hit that button. You may be watching there on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us. Hit that button. And all right, now that you've done that, do me a favor, open up that comment box that you have and let me know where you are logging in from, city, state. And then if you are in transportation, what's your role in transportation, how long you've been in it. And if you are not in transportation, what industry are you in? And part of this is a learning thing for me. So hopefully these comments start to pop up because I wanted to jump on here and make sure that I'm dialed before we bring our team on starting this Friday. So what is this show really about? Is looking at bringing 3 brand new people into the industry with no experience. And before I jump in and introduce them, I want to share what was the driver for this process. And so let's go back to 2003 when I entered the industry in trucking and went to work for a trucking company. And when I was hired, it was like, there's your desk, get to work. And I was like, okay, any training? They're like, yeah, we'll train you on the fly, right? Kind of like sink or swim mentality. So, obviously that's difficult way to get trained. That's a difficult way to learn, way to lose people. For me, I'd been just moved 700 miles with my wife and I didn't really have another option because I was new to the community that I was in and had to just, figure it out, and tried to work with my boss and like, hey, give me more, those kind of things. But he just held on to his stuff and didn't really believe that he needed me. Didn't know why we hired me. And so it was one of those situations where it's like somebody else made that decision. There wasn't that connection. So fast forward to where I am today. And one of the things that still sticks with me is how critical onboarding is when you're bringing on a new employee. And maybe some of you have heard this, maybe some of you haven't, but most people make that decision, whether it's a fit, within the first 48 hours of being on the job. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to quit within that first 48 hours. But what it means is they have made that decision either consciously or subconsciously. Am I a fit and am I a priority? And number one was I welcomed to this organization. So if you think about a time in your life that maybe you felt that way, you didn't feel like you were invited or connected to, whether it was a one-time event or a place you worked, how did that make you feel? And so it's so important for us when we're onboarding these people that we're making sure that we're connecting with them and we're seeing them as a human being first and foremost. Because if we don't reach out and make that connection, they're going to make the decision to leave, whether it's today, tomorrow, or 2 years down the road. So 48 hours is so critical to that onboarding process. And one of the things we want to do with this too is really put a spotlight on ourselves of what our training process looks like and build accountability to this. So wanted to, one more note on who we are, B2B Transportation. We've been in business over 20 years, as I mentioned. One of the important things about that is we have had the same MC number since day one. And those of you that are in the industry, you understand the importance of that. You see people go out of business and start up a new MC number because they burned their carriers, they burned their customers, whatever it is, they didn't pay claims. So we've had the same MC number for over 20 years now. And that's a testament to our people and our process. So, shout out to our people. I'm not seeing comments, so if you guys are commenting, that's one thing I got to work on. How can I get better? Is I got to be able to see those comments. So I'll figure that out for the next episode. So one of the things that we'll jump into here real quick is some things that are coming up that we are going to do. You will see this video later. I'm sharing the screen now. Baby Brokers field trip to truck stop. So Monday afternoon, day one, we went over the three new folks, myself and Steve Plunk, our director of operations, just walked around a truck stop, had a great opportunity to talk to a few drivers, get from their opinion, what some of the biggest challenges in the industry are, different types of equipment. We were over at the Pilot truck stop in Central Point, not too far from our office, 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. But it was great because you can tell people all day long, but we need to see it with our own eyes. And I think about back to my time when I got into trucking, people are throwing these terms around. I have no idea what they are. So we wanted to take them over there. We wanted to make sure that they saw some different equipments, could ask some questions. If you shared a funny short on that. So if you haven't seen that, go check out our YouTube channel. That Steve was like, really beautiful truck, but what was on it was even better. So it's a great moment that was just impromptu that we caught on camera. So you'll see that video later today. So let's get to know who our folks are. And first off is Joey McDougall. Could you get a better picture? I don't think so. And Joey actually says, oh man, now I'm going to be the bow tie guy. But I think it's awesome. This is his wedding picture. So obviously he's married. He'll get into that, a little bit about who he is. So we're going to go live with Joey first this Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific. I've shared it on our YouTube channel, LinkedIn, etc. So we're actually seeing a lot of people already pre-register for that. So excited for that. We're going to get to know Joey and his story. Oh, look, must be the first comment because Joey says, what a good looking bow tie. So we're gonna work with this because I think I can actually show that on the screen. So look at that, I'm learning on the fly here. So Joey McDougall with a comment, what a great looking bow tie. So appreciate that, Joey. So he will again Friday 10 a.m. Next up will be Alan Gayton. So he will be our second baby broker to boss broker and going from 0 to zeros. Alan, just a little bit about him. He comes to us from SOU, Southern Oregon University, down here in Ashland, not too far from our office. He'll get into it, but soccer player. Haven't seen him play, but based on the fact that he was an All-American, I'm going to assume that he's pretty darn good. So excited to see that. One of the things that I really love about hiring athletes is they know how to work hard. They know how to persevere. They know how to come back from disappointment. And if you've been in this industry for a day, a week, a month, you know that there's going to be challenges and things that we have to overcome. So super excited for Alan to join us and have his episode. That'll be Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific. So tune in for that as well. And then last but not least, Crystal was actually our first hire for this process. Crystal Langford comes to us most recently from Home Depot. So, she'll be able to use that expertise in some of the building products, some of the materials that they sold, that they stocked, etc. So excited for her. She's going to, she's coming to us from the food industry as well. One of the things that I really love about that is a lot of times in food industry, you have to be a great people person. Because if you are working for tips or working in that, you have to be able to juggle many things. You have to remember faces. You have to remember what they like. And that's going to translate really well to our industry. So excited for that. We've got another comment here from Janet, one of our longtime team members. Thanks, Janet, for the shout out. She's excited for this. Welcome to the fam. She did a great job. She was on vacation the first day, but first thing she came in on the second day is, hey, I need to meet the new people. And that's part of that welcoming environment that we talk about. So some more comments are starting to come in, mostly our team, but hey, I appreciate that. And as we get going, we'll see people not on our team participating as well. And so again, Crystal is joining us, food service, most recently Home Depot. excited for that process. She's going to talk about, what led her to meet us and what that looks like for her. So, that's kind of it. I wanted to jump on, share a little bit more about who we are. I'm going to drop one fun thing in here that many of you know. We started a merchandise line called Freight Broker Dude or Broker Dude, but our website is freightbrokerdude.com. So do me a favor, check out that merchandise. We have some other stuff that's going to come up real soon. We've added Broker Babe already. Some great stuff for October with breast cancer awareness. We've got some pink products in there, the beanies, the hats, a couple shirts for the Broker Babes. You'll see soon that we're going to add Trucker Dude and Trucker Babe as well, because at the end of the day, it's not just about freight brokers. It's about the relationships with our carriers, our truckers, and we want to represent them well. One last thing on that. Merchandise line is we're going to give 10% of our profits to sponsor carriers to attend Broker Carrier Summit. Chad Atkinson and I, our director of recruiting, are getting ready to head down there to their event in Dallas, Fort Worth. If you haven't checked it out, I think you should. It's the first time we're going, but we're excited. We know a lot of the players that are there and that are going to be a part of that process and put it on. So what we're going to do is we are going to sponsor carriers to attend the next event in April, because we just launched our line, but 10% of our profits are going to go to that. I think it's about $500 per person per carrier to attend. It's a little bit cheaper for carriers because they want that, and I support that, because without the carriers, that process doesn't work. So check it out, Broker Carrier Summit in Dallas, Fort Worth, October 23rd to the 25th. We're going to have some more exciting stuff that we'll announce there to even get back even more, but we'll save that for when we're on stage and whatever that process looks like. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in for this live event, making sure I'm good at this, working out the bugs, the kinks, etc., introducing the team members. And, again, the dates, Friday at 10, Monday at 10, and then Wednesday at 10. Going to go live everywhere, and we'll just continue that process until they are boss brokers. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe, share this video, and looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday.